Hello, everyone. I'm Kamaljeet here, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and sharing information about Canadian immigration and applications with you. First, I want to wish you a very, very happy new year, a very happy, blissful 2024. I hope many families are reunited happily in Canada. People are able to migrate as they choose to do so, or study in Canada, work in Canada. It's a beautiful country, beautiful place. Multicultural Canada is a mosaic of diverse cultures, and it respects all religions and people. And I also want to share, that definitely consider if you're planning to immigrate anywhere, you want to move out of your country just for fun. Sometimes that also happens. It's not only because of very, very specific needs that a person wants to move. Migration is just the nature of life. So if you want to consider moving to a new country, definitely look into the various provinces of Canada. Something might catch your attention, reach out to me. I have my information below the videos here, and you can reach me and we can talk about it. Definitely reach out for professional assistance in Canadian immigration matters. And I'm happy to help you. Talk about sponsoring family members. In particular, we are starting with the spouses. If you have a spouse in Canada or outside Canada, I would like to share something about that with you. How can you deal with your application? And you need to check if you're eligible and who are the people, who is the person that you can sponsor as well. So, to sponsor somebody, first of all, you should be aware that you should be able to support them financially and make sure, once they are in Canada, they will not need to depend on the government for assistance. This is very, very important because if they fall on government support, you are the one, as a sponsor, you will be responsible to pay it off to the government. So there is a responsibility depending on whom you are sponsoring and for how many years you enter into a kind of a contract with the government to take responsibility of the sponsored person. So you can sponsor your spouse, your partner, or a dependent child if you're at least 18 years old. You must be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada or a person registered in Canada as an Indian under the Canadian Indian Act. So, but again, if you are a Canadian citizen who is living outside Canada, you must be able to prove that, you will be returning to Canada to settle permanently with your spouse. Or the dependent children, once they become permanent residents. This is very important. But if you're a permanent resident, you cannot sponsor anybody outside Canada, your spouse or dependent children. You will not be being outside Canada as a permanent resident. You cannot sponsor someone. So you should be able to prove that you yourself are not receiving any government assistance, or it's also called as, welfare. It's also called social assistance for reasons other than disability. Sometimes it happens that a person has a disability and receives that income from the government. So other than disability, you should not be relying on government assistance. And you should be, able to provide basic needs of the person you're about to sponsor, you're planning to sponsor. You should be capable of doing that. So this is about your eligibility to sponsor somebody. And who are the people you can sponsor? So you can sponsor your spouse, common law partner, conjugal partner, or dependent children. And who is your spouse, to understand, there is a requirement who is a spouse as far as the Canadian laws are concerned. The spouse should be legally married to you, should be at least 18 years old, and could be either sex. And a common law partner isn't legally married to you, can be either gender, also is at least 18 years old, and has been living with you for at least 12 consecutive months. It means that you have been living continuously for 1 year in a conjugal relationship without any long periods apart. If there was any time that was spent away, sometimes it's unavoidable and a partner has to go away for some short trip for some work. It should be short and temporary. So if you or your common law partner chooses to end a relationship, the relationship will be over at that time. The day you decide to move apart, the relationship is over, and you will need to prove, your common law relationship by means of documents and, other support. Can be letters, can be. We will discuss about the documents in the upcoming videos. And your conjugal partner is a partner who is not legally married to you and is not also in a common law relationship with you, can be either gender, and is at least 18 years old, has been in a relationship with you for at least 1 year, and lives outside Canada. Another crucial thing here is to understand is that this conjugal partner cannot live with you in their country of residence or marry you because of major significant legal, complicated immigration reasons. It could be due to their marital status, where in a country where a divorce or a legal separation is not possible, because of their sexual orientation. That could be maybe because of persecution, but you will need to provide ample documents to support your relationship. And then you can also sponsor your dependent children. Children will qualify as dependents if they meet both of these requirements as such that they're under 22 years old and they do not have a spouse or common law partner. If children are above 22 years, or even 22 years or above that, and they qualify as dependents, they are usually, the reason why they will qualify as dependents because they are unable to support themselves financially because of a mental or a physical condition, or, they have been dependent on their parents for financial support since or before the age of 22. So this is important to understand. So we can discuss a little bit more about all this in our upcoming videos, and hope you could understand who are the people you can sponsor, like your spouse, your common law partner, your conjugal partner, or dependent children. So I look forward to seeing you again in the next upcoming video. So if you need help with Canadian immigration, family sponsorship, sponsoring your spouse, partner, dependent children, do reach out. I'm happy to help you. Do book a professional consultation with me. You can email me at info@justpathways.ca. And above all, if you like my information, the information which I'm providing to you, and you want to watch other videos as well, do share with your friends and families, and do subscribe to it. Do like my videos. Thank you.